Whoops. There we go. What's up, guys? Bonsai. I am the Cobra Kai Kid, and welcome to a very special live stream. Today, we have a lot to talk about. We have a new Karate Kid movie coming out in 1 year from now. The actors have authorized to start a strike, updates on Cobra Kai Season 6, and so much more. We're going to get into all of it today. But I hope all of you are having an amazing day, and I want to thank you all so much for taking the time out to join me, whether you're watching live, welcome. Whether you're watching on the repeat, welcome. Let's talk some Cobra Kai. So, let's see if we got our friends in the chat, and yes, we do. Rain Rocks Music, what is up? Red Devil, Ian Taylor, Saucy Jack, Mexico Member, Terry Silver, 1X Maxo Entertainment. We have a bunch of people here in the chat. Thank you all so much for joining. Appreciate all of you for being here. So let's get into it. The first thing we're going to talk about today is this Karate Kid movie. What is going on here? We have a brand new Karate Kid movie coming out. Oh, wait, let me, that's better. There we go. So we have a brand new Karate Kid film coming out in June of 2024. So the date is actually June 7th, as we can see here. So the reason why I decided to go live today was because today's June 6th. We're 1 year away. We are 1 year away from the Karate Kid 2024, the reboot, the movie, whatever it is. It's pretty crazy. 1 year. I think it was announced about, wait, let's see. When was this announced? New Karate Kid movie coming. I posted a video on this. So I just want to see. Does my video pop up? Yeah. Wait, that's not the video. 9 months ago. All right, so 9 months ago, on August 11th of 2022, I think that's when they announced the Karate Kid movie was going to come out, whatever that is. And we didn't really know too much about it, and we still don't know too much about it. And as for now, the date is, I wish I could get rid of this ad. I have no idea how to get rid of it. It's really frustrating. But as for now, the date is June 7th of 2024. But there is a but. We have something called a writer's strike going on. We also have an actor strike that's going to go on, possibly. We're going to talk about all of that. But with that writer's strike and with the actor strike, that could affect this June 7th, 2024 date. So although we have that date, it could affect it. As for now, that's what we got. But let's talk about it. So we have this article here from Giant... I didn't even realize the name of this website. Giant Freaking Robot. That's the name of this article. So will there ever be another Karate Kid movie? I chose this article because they have a lot of good stuff in here. So published by Erica Hansen. So will we ever see... we will see another Karate Kid movie in June 2024. And here is all we know about the project. And I don't know about you guys, but time is flying. Time is flying. So it's going to be no time before we get this. And if the film is set to release in June, that means we'll probably start getting trailers at the beginning of 2024. But the thing is, shouldn't we know details if it's going to come out a year from now? Shouldn't we know who's going to be in this? Shouldn't we know like more stuff about this? I truly believe that this film is going to be delayed. I truly believe we are not going to get it on June 7th of 2024. Because I feel like when they announce movies, I feel like, don't they usually start filming it a year before? It takes a long time to make. It takes months to make movies. It takes time to edit. Who knows if they even casted it? Who even knows if they finished writing the script? My guess is that this movie is going to get delayed. But as for now, that's our date. So it has been almost 40 years since Daniel Russo landed his crane kick on Johnny Lawrence to win the All-Valley tournament in The Karate Kid, the debut film in the beloved franchise. Since then, we've seen the famous martial arts film spawn an iconic 80s trilogy, a fourth franchise film in the 90s, and a not so popular remake in 2010 with Jackie Chan and Jaden Smith. But today, the franchise is hotter than ever thanks to Netflix's hit series Cobra Kai. And we're happy to announce that The Karate Kid film is indeed in the works. Are we happy to announce that, though? Let's talk about that. Last September, Sony officially announced via Deadline that it was actually August. Last September, Sony officially announced via Deadline that a new Karate Kid film was in development. Currently, the movie is set to release on June 7th, 2024. No other details surrounding the plot or cast have been officially announced, but updates and recent interviews offer exciting speculation. What? Oh, the Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio. Here's everything we know. Okay, so yeah, I like this article because they dive into a lot of this stuff. So first and foremost, any Karate Kid fan likely has the same burning question: will Ralph Macchio reprise his role as the level? That's funny. The level-headed Daniel Russo. Macchio had no part in the franchise's last run on the silver screen in 2010, but we could see the actor back for next year's film. Bruh, look at that caption. Daniel Russo all grown up in Cobra Kai. This is a funny caption. Okay. In a recent interview with 20 Questions on Deadline, Macchio was asked if he was returning for the upcoming movie. With an ambiguous response, the actor neither confirmed nor denied his involvement with the next Karate Kid film. I haven't taken my phone off the hook for anything that makes sense right now. Oh, sorry. I haven't taken my phone off the hook for anything that makes sense. Right now, I'm locked up with the Netflix and Sony contract for finishing out season 6. After what's happened these last couple of years, I can't predict what the future will be. But to be closed-minded about any of it would be a disservice to the characters. So let's see where that lands. I can tell you right now, in my opinion, he's 100% not going to be in this next film. He's not going to be in this upcoming Karate Kid movie. They've already confirmed it has nothing to do with the Miyagi verse. Bringing Daniel in this would just be really weird. If they're bringing Daniel in this is another Karate Kid film that, continues the iconic, series of movies and continues with Cobra Kai, but it just would not make any sense. So, I hate that there's ads down here. Like, there we go. Perfect timing. So my guess is that Ralph Macchio is going to have nothing to do with this film. I think it just would not make sense. And honestly, I don't want to see him in it. I really don't want to see him in it. How do I get rid of this? Can't get rid of these ads. I don't want to see Ralph Macchio in this. I want Ralph to return to the role when there's something meaningful. I wouldn't want Ralph and these iconic characters to just be in every single project, because then it kind of takes away from unless all of them are good projects, but it just doesn't seem like he's gonna have anything to do with this one. I see some comments. Let's check it out. Let's check out what you guys have to say. Morgan says, I doubt Ralph would ever agree to be in that mess. Sean says, is this movie with Jackie Chan though? That's the rumor. That's the rumor. Jim Tim says, really hope that movie gets canceled. I don't think it's gonna get canceled. I think it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of when. I'd love to know what's going on with this, and here's where it gets here's where I get a bit upset. Here's what makes me a little bit upset. This leads us to our next big question. Will 2024's The Karate Kid take place in the same universe as Cobra Kai? Unfortunately, it doesn't seem that the anticipated movie will tie with the Netflix series. Okay, yeah, so there it is. I mean, Ralph is not going to be in it. Cobra Kai co-creator John, Ralph wasn't even talking about that movie, really. I mean, they asked him about the movie, but he never even mentioned anything about yeah, I would love to be in that movie or whatever. He said, let's see where it goes. That's what he said. So Cobra Kai co-creator John Hurwitz confirmed this on social media, stating that neither he nor the cast were involved. So he says, so Ka, a fan, asked, have you heard anything about a new movie for Karate Kid? Is it real? John replies, the guys and I would love to make a Karate Kid and Cobra Kai movie and hope to someday. Oh, sorry. The guy and I would love to make Karate Kid and Cobra Kai movies, multiple, and hope to someday. But this one isn't from us or focused on the Cobra Kai cast. Boom, there you go. Don't know what just happened. Don't know much about it, but wish it well. Oh God. This is something that I just can't get over. I mean, like, what's the business strategy here? I mean, you got an IP in the Karate Kid and Cobra Kai and man, I don't understand why it's happening. I've like, if you guys have heard some of my live streams, you've heard me say this before, but basically my thing is like, with the 2010 reboot, when they rebooted that movie, when they rebooted the Karate Kid with the Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan, like that I understood, because we hadn't gotten Karate Kid in years. There was no Cobra Kai, there was no Karate Kid, so I understand they wanted to bring it to a new generation. But why are you going to do another reboot when you have Cobra Kai and the Cobra Kai creators have said, yeah, we want to do spin-offs after Cobra Kai? Why would you make a movie about the Karate Kid and have nothing to do with anyone from Cobra Kai? You don't even involve the Cobra Kai creators. I don't understand the logic there. Maybe if like 30 years down the line, we weren't getting any Karate Kid Cobra Kai content, yeah, make a reboot. But it's just a really strange decision. And now something that is very interesting is the big question is, what is the release schedule going to be with Cobra Kai season 6 and this new movie? Are they going to come out in the same year? Is the Karate Kid film going to come out first? I think it would be really, really stupid if they released the new Karate Kid film, which seems like this is what's going to happen. It seems like the new Karate Kid film is going to come out before Cobra Kai. That's my guess. My guess is that the new Karate Kid film is going to come out before Cobra Kai. And if it does, I think that is a really bad decision because, and I'll tell you why. If you release this new Karate Kid movie before Cobra Kai and it bombs, it's like terrible, fans are going to be pissed. You might lose viewers in season 6. You might have people say, why do I want to see season 6? This franchise is stupid. If it's like really bad. But if you release season 6 and it's a killer season, like the season blows everyone's socks away, then people are going to want to see this movie. Especially because Cobra Kai is done. That's it. No more stuff. Now go see the new Karate Kid film. As a bit, listen, do I think this film should even happen? Probably not. But in terms of marketing, in terms of promoting, in terms of a business sense, that would be the smartest thing for them to do, is to release Cobra Kai season 6 first and then release the Karate Kid film, in my opinion. So, the Karate Kid is considered to be one of the biggest sleeper hits ever made. The original movie starred Ralph Macchio as Daniel Russo, a Jersey teen who reluctantly moves to Los Angeles with his mother and instantly makes enemies with the local karate champ, Johnny Lawrence, William Zabka. After befriending his apartment complex's maintenance man, Mr. Miyagi, Pat Morita, Russo is taken under Miyagi's wing and taught the balanced ways of Miyagi-Do karate. The sequel film dives into Mr. Miyagi's past as he and LaRusso travel to Okinawa, Japan. After Mr. Miyagi learns that his father is dying, and the trilogy ending took place back in sunny California, where LaRusso comes up once again against the vicious Cobra Kai instructor John Kreese, Martin Cove. 6 years after the Karate Kid Part 3 was released, a fourth film, The Next Karate Kid, came out. Morita would be the only franchise actor to reprise his role, as this time Mr. Miyagi mentors Julie Pierce, Hilary Swank. The film was panned by critics and audiences alike. Okay. In 2010, the famous story was rebooted with Will Smith and family along with Jackie Chan. Hopping aboard for an updated tale in the martial arts story, Will Smith's son, Jaden Smith, played the role of Dre Parker based on Machio's Daniel Russo, and Jackie Chan portrayed Mr. Han, a take on the legendary Mr. Miyagi. And as we know, Jackie Chan is rumored to be in this Karate Kid film, which makes no sense to me, but okay. Unable to capture the essence of the original Karate Kid, the reboot received mixed to negative reviews. A sequel was planned at one point, but after years of gaining and losing directors and writers, the project lay dormant, and there has been no word on the film for quite some time. While there seems to be little chance of a second film in the non-Miyagi-verse realm of the franchise, that doesn't mean the 2010 reboot won't tie into 2024's film. A recent report from Discussing Film claims that Jackie Chan is in talks to reprise his role as Mr. Han. And since the new movie looks to return to the original franchise universe, this could signal a crossover of the separate universes. Oh, God. Anyway, the next Karate Kid film is set to release next June, and we expect it to be monumental considering it's being released 40 years after we first met LaRusso, the charming yet feisty new kid in Reseda, Los Angeles, with little more than a year its anticipated debut. Stay tuned for more updates. And that's pretty much what we got. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a very interesting situation what we got here with this whole movie. And we haven't really heard too much about it, but it's coming out in a year or so. Let's see. Season 6 should be out before the movie, we're hoping. Yeah, I agree, Sean. I agree. In 2052, Miguel will open Eagle Fang in the new Netflix series Eagle Fang. That'd be pretty funny. That'd be cool. Yeah. So, Jack Murphy says they probably doing this movie for the money only, nothing else. That's what it seems like right now. Hopefully we could get proven wrong, but that's what it seems like, unfortunately. All right, guys, we also got some big news. Let's see. Okay. So we have some huge news. SAG-AFTRA members overwhelmingly approve strike authorization. So basically, we've been hearing that the actors could be joining the writers to go on strike. And here we have it from Deadline right here. The strike has been authorized by the SAG-AFTRA members, aka the actors. So that means it is very possible that actors stop acting, writers stop writing, all at the same time. And then that means we're not going to really have content to watch, to film. It's going to be a very tricky situation. So let's check out this article here from Deadline. Okay. SAG-AFTRA members have voted overwhelmingly to authorize a strike if upcoming contract talks fail to produce a satisfactory agreement by June 30th. The vote revealed Monday was 97.91% in favor, with nearly half of eligible members, 47.69%, casting ballots. According to the union, nearly 65% of eligible members voted. So, 97.91% of the voters revealed 97.91% votes were in favor of authorizing this strike. And basically what happens is if an agreement doesn't come between the actors and the studios by June 30th, that's when the strike is going to commence. So if the actors and the studios don't come up with an agreement by June 30th, there will be an actors strike. Okay, let's go here. Vote comes just 2 days before the Guild will begin bargaining for a new contract with the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers. 2 days after the Directors Guild reached a tentative agreement with the AMPTP for its own new contract, and 35 days into the ongoing Writers Guild. Oh, sorry, Writers Strike. 35 days into the ongoing oh my god. 35 days into the ongoing Writers Guild strike. There we go. Okay. So basically, the vote came 2 days before the guild began contract with the producers. So the producers are gonna bargain for a new contract. Oh shoot, the Directors Guild reached an agreement. Let's see that. Nice. Okay. So the Directors Guild have reached an agreement. This I did not know. The Directors Guild and the studios have reached an agreement on a new 3-year contract. The deal includes wage increases and a 76% increase in foreign residuals for the largest platforms. Wow. The patch, which also addresses AI, comes on the 33rd day of the Writers Guild strike and just 4 days before the SAG-AFTRA. Wow. Okay. Okay, so in a late night statement, the DGA said the new deal with the AMPTP achieves major breakthroughs in addressing the international growth of the entertainment industry and makes significant gains across key economic and creative rights, while reaffirming the critical role of DGA directors and their teams. Oh, this is crazy. We have concluded a truly historic deal. John Avnet, chair of the DGA's negotiations committee tonight. It provides significant improvements for every director, assistant director, unit production manager, associate director, stage manager in our guild. In these negotiations, we made advances on wages, streaming residuals, safety, creative rights, and diversity, as well as securing essential protections for our members on new key issues like artificial intelligence, ensuring DGA members will not be replaced by technological advances. This deal would not have been possible without the unity of the DGA membership, and we are grateful for the strong support of union members across the industry. Wow. So this is crazy because this is what the writers are trying to get. The writers are trying to, safety, reduction in hours, like a lot of these things, budget, artificial intelligence, residuals. These are things the writers are trying to get, and that's what they're on strike for, because they couldn't come up with a deal, but they came up with a deal for the directors. Just goes to show Hollywood and the studios, they prioritize the directors more than the writers, because the directors are the big names. Writers, they feel as if they can get different writers more easy by using artificial intelligence and different things, like, oh, we don't need these writers, we might not need as many. So it's pretty crazy. So now it's confirmed that we are not going to have the directors go on strike because they made a deal. So the writers on strike, the actors are probably going to go on strike. The directors, at first, it seems like the directors could be joining them, but that is not going to happen. So that's pretty crazy. Okay. Following the SAG-AFTRA vote, the AMPTP said this evening in a statement that we are approaching these negotiations with the goal of achieving a new agreement that is beneficial to SAG-AFTRA members and the industry overall. The strike authorization votes have been tabulated, and the membership joined their elected leadership and negotiating committee in favor of the strength and solidarity, said SAG-AFTRA President Fran Drescher. I'm proud of all of you who voted, as well as those who are vocally supportive, even if unable to vote. Everyone played a part in this achievement. Together, we lock elbows, and in unity, we build a new contract that honors our contributions in this remarkable industry, reflects the new digital and streaming business model, and brings all of our concerns for protections and benefits into the now. Bravo, SAG-AFTRA. We are in it to win it. I cannot be more pleased with this response from the membership. I'm guessing it's membership, said SAG-AFTRA National Executive Director and Chief Negotiator Duncan Crabtree Ireland. This overwhelming yes vote is a clear statement that it's time for an evolution in this contract. as we enter what may be one of the most consequential negotiations in the union's history. Inflation, dwindling residuals due to the streaming, and generative AI all threaten actors' ability to earn a livelihood if our contracts are not adapted to reflect new realities. This strike authorization means we enter our negotiations from a position of strength so that we can deliver the deal our members want and deserve. Our goal in this negotiation is to ensure our members working in the film, television, and streaming new media can continue to earn a professional living with a contract that honors our contributions. Drescher and Crabtree Ireland wrote in a booklet that accompanied the bouts. We need a contract that will increase contributions to our benefit plans and protect members from erosion of income due to inflation and reduced residuals, unregulated use of generative AI, and demanding self-taped auditions. A strike is never a first option, but a last resort, they wrote. The business model of our industry has changed significantly. We have fully entered a digital and streaming entertainment industry, and that demands a new contract that is relevant to the new business model and must be contemporary to meet the financial needs of our members today. Our members are governed by contracts that reflect the business of 30 years ago, and too much has changed since then for those contracts to serve us well. The rise of streaming, AI, and the impacts of other technology advances on entertainment, coupled with a steep increase in the cost of living, all while studio profits and executive pay rise mediocrely, means that we need to seek new and imaginative ways to move forward. And believe us when we say we have. If there was ever a time to take action and demand seminal change, it is now. The union, they wrote, is entering into these negotiations in good faith and demanding a fair deal for our members from the AMPTP. We hope and expect they will respond in good faith. While the union's leadership, National Board, and negotiating committee members regard a strike as a last resort, we believe we must be ready for any eventuality and have all of the leverage possible in order to secure the best deal. SAG-AFTRA hasn't struck the film and TV industry since the merger of SAG and AFTRA in 2012. The last strike against the studios was in 1980, a 95-day walkout that established contract terms for pay TV and video cassettes. So the big question is this strike going to go longer than 95 days? 95 days is a long time. I believe the writer's strike was 100 days. So the Guild's negotiating committee and national board unanimously recommended membership approval of the strike authorization. Woo! There we go. There we go. We did it. So that means that actors, writers, everyone's going to be on pause. Everything's going to be on pause. And the studios are going to go into a real frenzy. Season 6, we know, is delayed right now due to the writer's strike. But what happens if the writer's strike gets resolved, but then the actor's strike doesn't? Then you have a real issue there. So what do you guys think? Jack Murphy says, are you saying that if the people made the agreement before the end of the month, the strike will finish by then? Great question, Jack. So here's the thing. The actors. So the writers are currently on strike, and the strike will not end until they come up with an agreement. The actors are not on strike. The actors are not on strike right now. They voted to authorize a strike. So yeah, so let me explain this a little more clearly. Members of SAG-AFTRA, the actors, voted to authorize a strike, meaning that if a fair deal is not agreed upon with the studios and actors, if they don't come up with a fair deal, like, hey, we want, like, the actors will say, hey, we want this. We want fair pay. We don't want to be replaced by AI. We want this. And then the studios say, okay, maybe we could do that. Maybe we can't do that. If they could come up with a fair deal by June 30th, today is June 6th at the time of recording this. If they could come up with a fair deal by June 30th, there won't be a strike. So the strike hasn't happened yet. They're negotiating, but they have until June 30th because that's when their contracts run up, I believe. So if they don't come up with a deal by June 30th, then there will be a strike. So they're acting right now. Actors are acting, but this is big. Comedy F4, thank you so much for your comment. Will the strike keep going? If so, does that mean season 6 is not going to happen? Season 6 will happen. Do not worry about that. Season 6 will not. No, sorry. Season 6 will happen. But yes, the strike is going to keep going unless there's a fair deal. I don't know if the writers are going to settle. And if the actors are. I don't know. Like, it's a very tricky situation because the writers aren't working. They're not making money, but they can't back down from this. They can't give up. They gotta keep striking. They gotta keep standing up for what they believe in. And when a deal is resolved, then writers will get back to writing, and then Cobra Kai season 6 will get back to filming. But season 6 is not filming because there are no writers on set. That is why. Now, if the actor strike happens, season 6 will not film. Not just because of the writer's strike, but because of the actor's strike. So right now, season 6 is not filming because of the writer's strike. But yes, if there's an actor strike, it'll be because of that too. So that will just add it. That will just add even like more complications to the table, because then you'll have the writers and the actors going on strike, and you can't really do it without one or the other. You need both. So that's the deal. That's the situation we're dealing with. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty nuts. So I hope that makes sense. Until then, Cobra Kai still never dies, even on a strike. Oh, never. Jack says, I understand. Maybe the strike will end soon enough. Hopefully. JL says, if the strike were to end, then what can we expect to see in season 6? When the strike ends, they'll get back to filming. They'll probably film episode 2. And what can we expect? We can expect an amazing final season. I'm excited for it. So, what do you guys think is going to happen in the season? We could have some really good stuff. So, there we go. New Karate Kid movie in 1 year from now. The actors have authorized a strike. It's a crazy time right now. It's things are gonna. It's quiet. It's a quiet time for Cobra Kai, but we have these little bits of news, but things are gonna start to pick up soon. And when things pick up, we'll have a lot to talk about. So there you go. Well, I want to thank all of you so much for joining me for this, my time, Tuesday night live stream. I have some more work to do with the Cobra Kai concert. If you guys have not seen that yet, the Cobra Kai concert is a video that is coming out on June 23rd. I've been working super hard on that. Check out the trailer or check out the official announcement, and maybe you'll be getting a teaser coming soon. So stay tuned for that. So I want to know all of your thoughts about the situation. Comment it in the comment section below. So if you're watching this live, comment in the comment section. If you're watching the repeat, comment section. I want to see your guys' thoughts about the new Karate Kid movie coming in a year. Will it come in a year or will it not? And what are your thoughts about the actors authorizing this strike? Is it going to happen? Are the actors going to go on strike? When are we going to get season 6? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. Appreciate all of you for joining, for being here. I'll see you guys next time on Cobra Kai Kid. And until then, remember,
Cobra Kai. Say it. Cobra Kai
never dies.
See you guys.